Welcome to Heather Telford Art, my new YouTube channel. In 2022, my old one was deleted with all its content and subscribers, so I've started again. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be working with alcohol inks and Dura-Bright White craft plastic. It's marketed as Dura-Bright White and as craft plastic, so you may see it in the big 12 by 12 pads. They're called craft plastic. Anyway, it's similar to Yupo and works really well with alcohol inks. I've been sharing a bunch of alcohol ink projects on my blog lately, and they've been quite popular. I also put some of my old videos on this new YouTube channel, and the alcohol ink ones seem to also be very popular there too. So I thought for my first new video on the new channel, I might do something with alcohol inks. And I thought I'd do something that was pretty quick and effective for you, a 2-for-1 method. I'll list these colors in the description below, but they're all blues or bluey greens. If you know me, you know that I like my blues. So there we are. 3 for starters, and to make them move even more, I'm going to add some rubbing alcohol. I don't want them all to mix together. I don't want one new color. I still want distinct colors on there. So this is the quick part. The 2-for-1 part is I'm going to put this panel on top. Okay, so now I've got 2 panels to work with, and I have lost that differentiation between the colors. So I think what I'll just do is add a little bit more of this one, this blue, and move it around. I'm going to leave that one. Need to stop being precious with my fingernails there. I should have put some gloves on if I wanted to stay clean. Have a little spritzer. Oh, and I got a little bit of overspray there, which is kind of cool. Actually, I love these patterns, so I'm going to break that up with a bit more. Bit more overspray. I'm going to set these aside to dry and try another one. Possibly one of the reasons the last one just joined together so much was the amount of rubbing alcohol I put on. So I'm going to put on a little less. Actually, I'm going to start with it. So a little less. Same sort of idea though. I'm going to add ink to one panel and smush the other panel on top. So because I had to start a new YouTube channel, I had to decide whether I was going to put all my old content. I had over 50 videos. And when I looked at some of the most popular ones, well, what I remember, I had no analytics to check. Once it was gone, it was gone. But some of the ones that I remember being really popular, when I looked at the footage that I still have on my computer, I made them a long time ago with less superior, different video editing software, and I had limited skills with it. And they just made me cringe. Oh, now that's a nice 2-for-1. One thing I could do is tilt one of them. So I might tilt this one, leave that one. Anyway, I've looked at some of those early videos of my previous YouTube channel, and they're, too cringy to repost. But I have been posting more recent stuff, made with a few more skills on my part and better software. So that's why even though this is my first new video on this YouTube channel, it's not the first video on there. There are quite a few there for you to look at. So I don't usually say this, but please like, subscribe, tell a friend, that sort of thing. So I'm going to set these two aside to dry, and we'll do one more. So this cute little stencil here with all the squares is one I designed myself, and I cut it out with my new Cricut. So I'm excited to try lots of things with my Cricut, but one of the things that I'm very keen to do is to design stencils for myself. And this is my first one, and I cut it out of dura-lar matte dura-lar. So it's fairly thin, but the cutting is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to let those dry, and then we'll see what they look like. I've trimmed all my panels. Some of them I've trimmed into two pieces. Most I've just trimmed to cover a whole card front. But what I wanted to try, and have never tried before, is putting my craft plastic through my die cutter with an embossing folder, and it worked really well. This is a Pink and Main embossing folder. I'll put all the names on the screen and in the description box. And I've embossed that. And now I'm just using a StazOn ink. It would probably work with other inks as well, but I just picked StazOn because it works well with alcohol inks and dries quickly. So I'm just rubbing that all over the raised part, and I get that beautiful tile pattern. So that one's going to end up on a card as well. I don't have them all turned into cards. You can check my blog to see how they finished up, but I'll show you a few before I finish this video. Here are the two for one that I did with the leafy colors. This one that I didn't alter once I opened the flap, this one that I dropped the stencil on, so that's a penny black die, so is that one, and this is a Moda Scrap leaf die. And then once I discovered that I can put my craft plastic panels in the embossing folders and they don't rip, I popped this one through with a Stampin' Up embossing folder with script all over it, and then I've just got a little penny black sentiment there. So thanks for joining me today. And to see what else I made with these 2-for-1 panels, please visit my blog.